How about, who else do we have here? How about area code 214, Radio Graffiti?
Okay, last question. Worst financial mistake you ever made?
Worst financial mistake I ever made? Probably selling Amazon when I had it and bought it at like fucking $8 or some shit. And I think you all know about that, you know. What happened was I purchased Amazon at like $8 when it first came out, on like a little after the IPO. It wasn't at the IPO price. And I held it, you know, until like 99. The 99 crash happened. And it went as high that year, I think, to about 125. And then it went down, you know, at around, you know, like 80 and change and shit. I think it was like 81. I think I may have sold most of it off at, and and it went down, by the way, all the way to like $15. At I think even lower than that during the crash. But had I held on to that and maybe even bought more Amazon, I'd be a multi-million-dollar motherfucker. I'm talking like in the tens of millions. If I would have just held on to the batch of stock that I had at the time. And it's not good. That's probably my worst decision. But then again, I didn't really lose money, you know. And then people are asking me, well, why did I sell off? Because prior to this whole tech boom shit, it was never heard of that people would invest in somebody for future profits. For instance, in 96, 97. Jeff Bezos said that, look, we're not going to be profitable in Amazon for like 10 years. Okay. And then the 99 crash happened and everything went down. I mean, like I said, I was able to get out of Amazon at about $81 when I purchased it at like fucking $8 or $7, something like that. And the damn thing went down to like 10 after the crash.
Okay, we're over halfway done. Ghostpolitcs, thank you for your submission. Around the early 2000s, I had a great time in the stock market, with blue chip dividends and all this other stuff. But one of my investments at the time wasn't really doing it for me anymore. There was no need to be Warren Buffett or some of this folks to figure out it was going directly into bankruptcy, taking into consideration the larger and larger losses it was generating. And so the day came. The company CEO, not so bald guy at the time, contacted shareholders and long-term investors like myself. Although I had like 30% shares of that company, aware of the situation to come to an agreement, he told us some insane ideas on how he could save the company and make a profit in the long run, but he needed some time and for everybody to trust him. He basically told everyone to keep holding for a future, improbable profit. And here's where my cringe story begins really. There was no way I was going to trust some about-to-go bald guy and his snake oil selling tactics. I said at the time, so I let my ego decide, made some money moves, and sold all my actives as it relates to that company without so much profit losses. Big mistake. Today, that company, Amazon, has an estimated net worth of $1.245 billion, and that bald guy Jeff Bezos is still kicking it with all that revenue generated. Well, I cringe every day thinking I could have been filthy rich, but I let my ego decide. Jesus Christ, at least I am a Texan baby and nobody will take that from me. Is this cringe or more like an oof because you were paper hands? Every adult who invests has that one stock that got away. And I feel like this is more of an oof rather than a cringe. This happens to a lot of people who invest in stocks. Okay. Yeah, not cringe. Just oof. Just massive oof. Massive oof. Although, Texan baby, that's the cringe part. That is the cringe part.